Hey you! Do you want to step into mayhem, chaos, and experience the dystopian future of corporate oligarchs and the schmucks trying to survive it while riding around a futuristic technopunk city? Come join us over at Big Campaign Pod, where we'll keep a bacon pie and ultra-processed Soylent Burger warm for you. Our homebrew world of fast cars, eldritch abominations, and privatized gang activity has been running for 20 years thanks to all the knuckleheads we have. If you want to help us build this world and keep this story going, join us on our Discord or check out our website, bigcampaign.com, where you can listen to us or on any place you find your podcasts. Thanks. All right. Bye.
Lords of Sin is a dark and brutal Dungeons & Dragons narrative play intended for adults and adults only. Specific content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions. Rise up, sinners. Lords of Sin is back.
Six figures trudge through the snow on the belt of the world, heading back towards the Blaze of Virtue, the tavern and home of Korrin Fenfire Ironhand. And as the winter wind blows, Kalista, that burn on your face, that scar of that pair of lips, just extra sensitive to the cold, as it feels almost like it is burning into your flesh once again. You all have about an hour or so of travel walking back to the Blaze of Virtue. It is night at the moment, which gives you a beautiful view of those 5 stars that at this point are so close to alignment that your eyes can barely tell the difference between them being just slightly misaligned or perfectly aligned.
Don't worry. It'll stop hurting as much within a day or two. They seem to singe for the first few hours, and then they taper off, almost like they become background noise.
I don't think this wound will ever heal.
Oh, it won't heal, no. But it'll hurt less, if you will.
You've been alive a lot longer than me, Zhou. Does time really heal all? Make things fade faster?
In a sense. Your pains and your hurts become like ghosts. They influence you, but you can't recall them anymore. They exist, but they don't. Almost like a puppet. They orchestrate things, but you no longer know why.
Is that not worse?
Depends on who you ask. One thing, though. I would caution what you say to me. Only inform me of what I need to know of your plans. Not that I cannot be trusted, but that I don't have full control over what does or does not get back to one of my other leash holders. So I don't know what your plan is. I assume you have one, because that is, if you ask me, if you've given me 1,000 more years and 1,000 chances to guess, I don't think I would have ever guessed you would have done that. Bold move, I must say.
You don't need to worry about me sharing this plan with you. It will remain a secret.
Well, as our current contract, I am a sword to you, and I will do whatever you command.
Obedience looks good on you, Zhou.
I didn't say I wouldn't do it while saying a bunch of wild shit. I didn't plan to be any less annoying.
the horizon starts to have just the faintest glimmer of orange, and just a minute or two later, the silhouette of the blaze of virtue can be seen against the blanket of stars so clear out here away from almost any sign of civilization. And there is orange light coming from the windows inside, certainly more than there was when you left. The Queen's Justice is still moored nearby.
I think Kalista will glance not towards the Queen's Justice, but towards Jaeger's remains, and look down at the ring on her finger, and then just turn sharply away from the remains and head into the building.
Tua still has quite a bit of exhaustion going on.
I have 1 level. That's it.
What level of exhaustion do you have, Kalista?
I think I'm done.
So basically the next rest I'll go. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep. Is anybody manning the ship? Are they just taking turns and stuff like that?
Yeah, so when you left, they were taking shifts with people coming inside the blaze to get some drink, get some food, fully warm up. But it was about a third of the complement of the Queen's Justice, which was already reduced in number because of the mutiny that occurred under Balzabul's influence. But you can see, even from here, a silhouette of a watchman on the deck of the ship.
Lorwryn will actually just go back to the ship and not
Okay.
to the blaze.
Okay.
I will note this. You see, Zhou sort of, face his whole body towards Lorwryn going that direction. Seems your girlfriend's going another direction.
Her actions are her own.
We are not guaranteed tomorrow. And he you see him nod and just keep nodding towards Lorwryn's direction.
Zhou, you know you're still bad with women, right?
I know what you were trying to say, Zhou. You can stop. She's just gonna stop right before she enters the Blaze of Virtue and glare at Zhou as she walks after Lorwryn.
And Zhou is going to sort of jovially turn back to Korrin. I made that happen.
Can I get into my own place? Because you're just standing in the damn way.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't aware that the door was behind you. And he steps aside.
Are you coming inside or what? Because you need to eat something.
Oh, and you definitely, I forgot. Oh, and you make the best duck. Do we have ducks?
Yes, we do.
Oh, hell yeah. Bursts through the door. Doesn't even open the door handle. It just knocks it. It splinters off.
There are a few of the royal soldiers, the crew here, who just kind of jump up, hands going for blades, and then they recognize a familiar face and settle back down. Korrin, as you step back in your home, your tavern, it feels a lot more like home than it did when you first stepped in here a few hours ago, when it was mostly dark, when there was only Krieg in here and Blitz outside. Now, with the crew that is currently in here eating and drinking, is definitely seemed to keep your husband busy, as Gren is currently clearing off some tables. You also notice that Dons is now here.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Hello, Korrin. Blitz told me that you were back. I'm glad that you're all right.
Is Blitz still asleep?
I believe he went back home, but I have no doubt he will be back soon as always.
Good. Can I get you anything? Too?
No,
You want your usual?
I'm perfect. I just wanted to see you. I was worried.
She hugs her. Oh, I'm all right.
Dons this Warforged, like, in a very stiff movement that she hasn't gotten much opportunity to practice, returns the embrace. What would the rest of you be doing tonight? It has been not as long a day as yesterday was. Yesterday was an incredibly long day. Just so you remember, yesterday started with the trial of Shin. And ended with you all leaving the grasp aboard the Queen's Justice. Everything else that occurred between that happened in one day. Today, blessedly, was mostly travel, though hiking 3+ hours in the snow, even on the moderately worn path, still exhausting. So, what would you all be doing for the evening?
Cal's gonna ask Korrin, would it be possible if I got a couple shots? Like 4?
You hear from the corner of the room. Oh, look what. Man of God has an interesting side. How fun. I didn't know you fuckers could drink. Didn't he die for your sins or some shit like that where you're not allowed to?
Zhou, there's a lot of things you don't know about us.
Oh, there is. I would love to hear them over 4 shots that are for you alone.
It's funny you say that because they're not just for me.
They're not for you.
No.
You have friends?
Friend is a strong word.
Ah, that's what I thought. You have religious cohorts that you tolerate because you all motherfuckers are sticks in the mud. You can see that he has taken a bottle of whiskey, and Korrin, you're not sure how he got it because that came from behind the bar, and he should not have been able to get that. And you didn't see when he did it.
And Korrin, you see Gren notice it too, because he has a stupidly high passive perception, and he just starts looking back and forth between Zhou and like the empty spot where the bottle is, and just like, I didn't do that. And just looks at you, Korrin, and mouths, did you give him that?
No, I didn't. I would have if he had asked.
And like you notice, and he points to the bar, there is 3 gold coins on the bar that were also not there before.
Takes the money and puts it in her pocket. Okay. Cal, honey, are they for you and your friend, correct?
It's for the moron with your whiskey.
Fair. Fair enough. Reaches down and gets the more expensive bottle that he didn't see. There.
Shit! I knew you were holding out on me. I knew you were. I knew you. You always hide the good shit from me.
That's why you don't take things that aren't yours.
You move the hiding spot every single time.
And you see why.
It really gets confusing, but it makes sense now, sweetie. Clover, you were absolutely right. We should definitely change that spot next time, I guess.
Correct.
Well, if it was for me, then I will definitely. And he pulls out a bag, and there is like a powdery substance at the top of it. Not delve into somebody's secret stash that I found in the floorboard.
Actually, that's not mine.
And he puts it on the table.
Did you take that from the ship?
I can't tell you. I'm not a snitch. Snitches get stitches.
I'm not a snitch, so I can't tell on myself.
Cal's gonna reach into his bag and pull out a scroll and put it on the bar. 4 payments. I notice you use the stone. This will give you 1 extra.
Oh.
And he gives her a sending scroll.
Oh, well, thank you, dear. Rolls up, puts it in the drawer.
All right. Korrin. Godman. What is her name again? Kaldian. I'm going to call her Cal.
Kaldian.
Cal. I like Cal. That's nice, short and easy.
You should remember it because it sounds like Val. It's really not that hard.
Speaking of which, where is that bitch? Oh, she's probably brooding. She always broods whenever she gets caught being a piece of shit.
She's just sitting off in the corner by herself at this moment. Just
Aha, broody
kind
bitch.
of brooding.
Yeah.
Gave her a book to read.
And he puts down 3 shot glasses, one in front of where Korrin, he's beckoning for Korrin to sit down, and one for Cal.
All right, we're gonna play a game. Each of us gets to ask one of the others a question. And if they answer, they don't have to drink. But if they refuse to answer, they do have to drink.
Okay.
Do you want to play, man of God, or are you so afraid of the truth like most of your kind?
He does a long route, and he's going to drop off a shot for Val of the good stuff, and then make his way over to the table.
Raises it in a cheers at you as you start to walk away, and you hear the sound of the glass hit the table before you're even back to your friends. Or, I'm sorry, friends might be a strong word. Companions.
My man.
Still salty at you, bitch.
She just flips you off.
Valid. That feels more like her. Anyways. So you want to play?
Cal's going to sit down, throw one back immediately, and then sit with the other one.
Already starting off.
Zhou throws one back.
Korrin.
Korrin has another glass, pours both of them, and then hits both of them back with holding it in her fingers and just does it back. All right.
We play. Who's going first? Let's go by age. Who do you want to do, youngest or oldest, Korrin? You're in the middle, so you're really just deciding whether me or Cal will go first.
Good save. You go, old man.
All right. I'm gonna go for Cal. Cal.
I'm shocked.
How much do you want to sleep with Val?
You really are bad with women.
He's so bad. He shows one sign of improving, and then it just goes to shit.
As this question is asked, this seems a fitting opportunity. Cal, could you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
29.
Oh, God
29?
damn.
Damn. Okay. Never mind. Please proceed.
He'll take a shot.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You do want to sleep with her.
You hear a soft chuckle from the direction where Val is.
I'll tell you a fun story. Actually, I'll just wait for you to ask you questions. Never mind. I'm not going to give you free shit. All right, it's your turn. I asked you, so you get to ask either me or Korrin whatever you want.
Oh, let's do a little bit of heads is you, tails is Korrin.
Korrin it is.
Oh, the champion of the world. And a dragon, and you have no questions, man of God.
This evening took a very different turn than what we just got out of, so it's going to take me a second.
As you think of your question for Korrin, we pull out from the Blaze of Virtue and return to the Queen's Justice. Now, Lorwryn, you would have gotten here first by a couple minutes compared to when Kalista arrives. Where would you be heading? Is there someone you would be seeking out?
She's heading back to the captain's quarters that they've basically taken over. because it's cold and she wants to light a fire and things like that. And she doesn't want to be on the top deck of the ship right now with it becoming night and everything like that. So she's trying to slough off the cold and, lights the fire and things like that in the fireplace that's in there, and starts to kind of get settled a little bit and things like that, and starts to kind of just sit on the bed and start to kind of contemplate just all what went down, trying to have a little bit of a quiet moment to herself.
Kalista, you head that way as well. Where would you be heading on the ship?
Kalista doesn't make it all the way to the ship.
Oh.
And instead she will settle next to one of the large body plates of Jaeger with her back against it so the wind doesn't hit her so bad. And she's going to sit there and, much like Lorwryn, contemplate all that has happened in the last hour or so. And she is going to cast Scry on her sister.
Okay. So, it is currently, like I said, around midnight or so. You cast Scrying, and you see your quarters in the Tower of the Weaveminders. Your bed is crisply made. Your desk seems entirely untouched from when you left it. And Saren is currently curled up on a cot that has been brought in here, even though there was already your bed. And you hear quiet sobbing. You see her shoulders shaking as she is in a fetal position, just holding herself as she is crying.
I'm so sorry. My goodbye was never good enough. And now I give you an impossible choice. Sister of my heart, I hope you will forgive me. I had wished to find you in peace for your last night. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she will just let the spell drop.
A second before the spell drops, you've already released your focus on it. But in the last moment that you are able to see and hear, you see as Saren looks over her shoulder towards the center of the room. Kalista? And then you see and hear no more. And you return to out in the cold. The wind whipping, biting. Jaeger's body just collecting snow. A silent sentinel. The wounds that his body took, both before he fell and after he was occupied by Balzabul, visible to your elven eyes here even in the dark.
She's gonna spend the next while before she decides to sleep or trance, casting mending to each of those gashes.
Mending is a powerful cantrip, but he has taken a lot of damage. Takes you 15 or 20 minutes before everything is made right again, except for his missing arm. Someone else is currently wearing it. We just see you continue to try to, in a sense, prepare the body. And we return back inside the Blaze of Virtue, not far from there.
Cal puts his hand on the table. All right, I've got one.
That took forever.
You have a weird sense of time, old man.
Give him time. Be
He
patient.
thinks forever. They're so slow. Gosh, the religious types are so ponderous. They just. I wonder what my
Pay
God
him.
would think of me.
Pay him no mind, Cal.
No, my God, he hates all kinks. It's
So-
weird. You better not dance. My
Lady-
God is
okay.
watching, the fucking pervert.
Quite ridiculous. Wait your turn, old man. Korrin, here's your question. If Glazia had wanted you for her plaything instead of Saren, what would you do?
God damn. You really know how to bring the mood down from a party. Jeez.
That's what the alcohol is for.
I could see why you don't have friends. Jesus Christ.
It's about balance, Jesus.
To be honest, I don't know what I would do. I don't think I'd let her.
You would, 100%.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you absolutely would. Oh, you would. I know you.
Oh, hello there, Korrin. Nice to meet you. My name's Korrin, too.
And I also know what you're like when you're under pressure. You're the first to fall on any sword that's presented. It's just who you've always been.
I got more to lose now. But anyway, the answer is no.
You had. What do you mean you have more to lose now?
Are you blind?
Yes, I am.
Lily is.
Ah, shit.
I am blind. Yes. I'm
gonna take another shot.
Yes, I am. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't know that. I thought the metal over my eyes is not subtle enough.
You hide it really well, okay?
Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. He's laughing with his whole chest and belly at this social faux pas. God, and he like slams Kaldian on the back. You really are one of the most awkward people I've ever met. You and Val are made for each other. God, I can't imagine what your first date will be like. Jesus. Oh. Korrin, you do have more to lose, and that's... But I also know your tendencies. And you've always been the first to charge into anything, especially if it's more dangerous for anybody else. It's who you always been, it's who you always will be. And you'll bear the most load out of anyone. So if it meant taking on a god or veritably so, the devil onto your person and beating them into submission within your own mind, you would do it. You 100% would, especially to spare some innocent tiny girl.
Things change with age, Zhou.
Isn't that the truth?
So no, I wouldn't.
So you'd let that little girl take this home? Willingly?
She just drinks.
I guess I got an extra question. Sorry, I'm speaking out of turn. It's your turn, Korrin. You can ask either myself or God's perfect virgin over there.
All right. Cal, what was your life like before all of this? Did you recently find your Lord, or...
Were you born into it?
Yes.
So you mean like before the last day and a half?
Yeah, before this whole week started.
Before everything. Who was Cal?
Cal was a little boy.
I fucking figured. Jesus.
Korrin's tail hits Zhou in the face. Shut up.
As he's drinking, it went through my nose. It went through my nose.
That gets a gale of laughter from some of the crew that is in here, as this is kind of... The activity at your table has given the crew here a little bit of tacit permission to cut loose a little bit, and the sounds of laughter and jokes increase in here, something that you haven't really heard. Feels like forever, but it's only been a few days.
It went through my nose.
That's why you don't get the good stuff, because you waste it.
Wouldn't have wasted it if I hadn't taken a blow to the back, but whatever. Answer the question.
For all of this, there wasn't much. I was just a little boy growing up in a royal adjacent family. I wasn't more than 6 or 7 when Kelenvor saved me, I guess. And since then, there has been not much but servitude. Because if you are given extra time and you do nothing with it, that seems like a little bit of a waste to me. So I've been a man of God for a long time.
You're still pretty enough to catch the vampires, You kind of... It's not that long. What are you, like, 30?
Well, from
30-something?
what I've gathered, you all are, respectively, as he looks at Korrin, a little bit older.
Oh, she's great for her age. Jesus. That's what happens when you work out and beat the shit out of people for a living.
It's great for the skin.
And I've been in the fucking extra plane of Feywild, so who fuck knows how old I am. And I was in hell for 1,000 years, so the fact that I still look like this is a great. So who knows? Age is subjective. Maturity has no bearing on years, to be honest.
How do you know what you look like?
I don't. I can just feel my face. Much like I feel anything else. Like my junk.
Just hard all the time.
No. No. Not everything arouses me.
God
Most
damn.
things do.
Incredible.
Korrin, what is in this with alcohol? I'm feeling a little...
Oh, it's Moonfire Moonshine. And
Yeah. Oh, shit. You're going... Oh, you gave that to the human? Fuck, Korrin. Damn.
Excuse me. Pointy ears, not as pointy.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Even still, an elf? God damn,
Half elf.
Korrin. That's... Oh, buddy. She gave you the good shit for our kind. You're gonna have a hell of a night. And he claps Kaldian way too hard on the back again. Oh,
All right. Whose turn is it?
it's yours. You were asked the last question, you dumb fuck.
Shit.
I love it, though. Korrin, I see you still have some party in you.
Of course. That never went away. I make brand new body shots.
The night is young. Can we get a round for the crew, perhaps? I mean, there are only, 2
I'll
more
pay
nights
for that.
before.
Korrin, one shot of the finest whatever the fuck they want for the whole room on me, and totally not from this gold pouch I found in the captain's quarters.
They very fortunately began shouting their approval before you finished the end of the sentence. And so what you said was kind of drowned out by their cheers. And so none of them heard that. Except a few who were like, what'd he say? Free drinks.
And he flicks the pouch to Gren, and it soars, like from his flick alone, soars over the room right perfectly into, which Gren, being among, just...
Yep. Catches perfectly as he's already pulled out a bottle with one hand and with his teeth uncorks it, has started to pull out a line of shots, and the 9 or so crew members who are in here right now gather expectantly at the bar. And I think, Korrin, this probably fills you with a bit of a comforting feeling. You've been going through metaphorical hell, and now returning home in this exact moment with your husband pouring drinks, laughter, you playing a drinking game with friends. It almost feels like a normal day.
Me, it was just a Tuesday.
The night continues with drinks and games and questions and laughter and slaps on the back, insults and jibes tossed around. Cal?
He's just got one question throughout the game that he's going to toss in to Zhou at some point.
Yeah, this is going to be the middle. We're all drunk. At this point.
So, Zhou, why exactly, just a few hours ago with Galazia, why did you keep throwing yourself in front of those people? They were under her control and doing what they were going to do, but you kept protecting them.
And you see him like teeter. He's listlessly drunk. Like, he has annihilated 2 bottles. Like, what he sent over to Gren was much more than what was necessary for this evening to pay for. And so, like, he's 3 bottles in. Because I know Val would care. Because I know Kalista would care. And I know that Korrin would care. And I fought through hell to get back here. And they hate me. But that's okay. I'd rather them hate me alive than love me dead.
But what about you?
What about me, pretty lips?
What do you want?
I want my friends to live. I want Jaeger to live. And I want to punch your god in the face with my fist.
No fighting.
He's not here. The god's not
I feel
here.
like Korrin's head was either lolling back or down on the table and just kind of snapped up, no fighting.
I can't.
Just pointing to the sign.
Shush, I can't fight somebody that's not fucking here. 'Cause that's what you don't know. The gods have abandoned us. They don't give a shit about mortals, man of God. Even your power, for all that you wield, they don't recognize that you even have it. You just know the right words, you know the right path, you know the right way to be. And you funnel it from them. But they're so vast and so beyond us, they don't know you. They don't care about you. And that's just the greatest tragedy of all, is they made us. They made us to suffer. And they do nothing. So guess what that affords them? Death. And I'll fuck and fight my way up the ladder until I kill Azagorath, the first one. And then, man of God, we will control our own path. Then our choices, our decisions, and our repercussions will only be us. That's why I hate you. Because you have faith. I had faith. And I couldn't save a fucking city. A spooky bitch had to save a fucking city.
So you replaced faith with chains?
I replaced faith with obsession.
So when you are done with the gods, are the devils next?
The devils are first.
But like the ones who hold your chains.
For now.
I'm a useful dog right now. But someday, I'll be too big of a dog.
Cal's gonna kind of rub his head and have a little bit of a flashback to when he first looked at him and the scales tipped in one direction extremely quickly. Maybe we should get everyone on the ship and start heading south.
Why would we do that? This night is young. We got a whole lot of party. Plus, I'm gonna sleep with you.
You wish you could.
What the fuck?
You got a beautiful facial structure, and I love the whole fucking church daddy thing. You need some practice before you like petting your face.
How do you feel about tattoos?
I love tattoos. I have a bunch of them.
Why am I not seeing them right now?
You can see them all over me. What are you fucking talking about?
He does have a lot of tattoos.
Cal's eyes were closed. He opens them.
What the fuck are you talking about? They're all over my arms.
Do you have tattoos?
Do you have a tattoo?
I have some.
Oh my god, you have a tramp stamp.
You have a tattoo of some scales on your back?
I swear
There's
to god.
no scales. No, but it is on my back.
He fucking pantses you and is looking at your lower back. There's a scale back here. There 100% is a scale back here.
That's not a scale. That's my ass.
Oh shit, sorry. That is his ass.
As your shirt the back gets pulled up a little bit, and what you actually have tattooed is revealed. What is actually tattooed on your back?
As you pull up the shirt, starting at the bottom, it looks like roots that slowly go into a tree, into branches, and as you move the whole shirt up, it's just a giant back piece that's one whole tree. But then you start to see on his left side, his skin is melted and scarred. And on that side, the tree branches have leaves. And on the other side, the branches are barren and there's leaves falling.
He pulls your shirt, like, to cover the melted parts, but acts like that wasn't intentional at all. But it was. Oh. And he pats the side of your face as he pulls your shirt down.
You got just so much more sexy, didn't you? Well, if you want a little practice rounds before you try to take on a vampire, I'll be in my cart.
And he, like, kisses you on the forehead.
As you do that, you three just hear from next to your table, "Who's taking on a vampire?" And you see Val just looking at all of you, just daring one of you to say anything.
Oh, no one, sweetie. Don't worry about that. Are you hungry? I can make you get some sandwiches here. And then just 3 plates of sandwiches comes out and just right on the table. You eat that and you shut up. All right, I appreciate your patronage, yeah.
Val takes one of the sandwiches and then just says, "I think I'm going to have a lot to eat here tonight, actually," and starts heading upstairs.
It always impresses me how you can, like, sober up so fast for service. It's wild to me.
"Thank you!" Gran shouts, just hearing you say that.
I'm gonna head back to the ship. If you want some practice rounds, beautiful, you come see me.
Please don't sleep with him.
I have no diseases. Those all burned off.
I know.
Insight check. Insight check. I need to know.
You gotta do a medicine. Is that a nature or medicine check? What is that?
Jesus.
Korrin, don't worry.
Yeah, you didn't see. What was your roll? What did you roll?
We
17.
actually did a contested roll to determine
Did you roll one too?
validity of a STD status.
Don't worry, Korrin. I'm not planning on this. We need to get moving, though. At least starting the ship down, because we can get Kalista's sister quickly, but we should do that before it gets dark. It's already nighttime. Shit.
It is.
If anything, it's starting to get light outside.
Okay, we need to actually speed things up. Let's get everybody on the ship.
Yeah.
And he's gonna start shuffling the crew.
The crew just gives like loud thanks to Gren, who has made a number of friends here. Everyone is leaving, feeling like family and very happy.
I will look at Grin and pick my husband up. Remember our conversation. I love you. The most important thing to me. And I'll be back. Okay?
You're the most important thing to me. Always. Go do what you gotta do, Clover. I'm proud of you.
Kiss my man. Yeah.
Kisses you back, and then, like, as you set him down and you start to walk away, he grabs your hand. You sure you don't have, like, 10 minutes before you gotta go?
20. 20. Let's go.
You see, at that moment, Zhou pokes his head around the side. That was one of my questions. Like, are you just like hung like a horse? Like, what is happening here?
Yes.
All right.
He just turns around and winks at you as he is hustling his halfling feet as quick as he can to the bedroom.
As they're gone, and after both Kaldian and Zhou make their way back at the ship, Kalista is going to take off any connections Jaeger's body still has to the ship. So then he is just lying in the snow.
This requires some assistance from the crew to like loosen the chains so that there is enough slack so you can remove it, but absolutely.
Yeah, she's able to do that in the time they were drinking. And then she will head inside, write a note to Graham, place it in one of the spots on the wall. She's just going to pin it to the wall where a frame used to sit, and spend a few minutes looking over those pictures, looking over the memories they spent together, lingering on the gaps where she knows she used to sit. And with a final sigh, she will leave the Virtue and head back to the ship.
We find you all now aboard the Queen's Justice. The first hints of light beginning to come up over the horizon. As you all climb aboard, the instructions are given to Captain List of making way where?
Vasami, I believe.
Okay, south. The anchor is pulled up and the ship begins to fly south.
Kaldian, before he left the Blaze of Virtue, cast Lesser Restoration on himself and sobered up. And he needs to find, once he gets on the ship, he needs to find the second Thread Warden.
Okay. You would have passed Kalista on your way back on board. As she said, she was waiting for, I believe you said waiting for everyone else to go up there as you were doing your thing. So you would likely be waiting on deck for her as she climbs up right before the anchor is lifted.
Second Thread Warden, not to expedite what we need to do, but I have the ability to get to Highgale and back before the sun rises. Well, I can get there before the sun rises and back after, if we need your sister here.
We do. Do you wish to do that now, then?
Sooner the better, I think. Do you want to come with? Or does everybody?
If we are planning to do this soon, judging by the state of Zhou and the fact Korrin will be at least another 15 minutes, suppose we should just do it now.
So we go now, we get there, we find her, wait until morning, and then we come back. Sound good?
Yes, she's currently in my tower.
Understood. I'm going to find the captain really quick. Let him know to tell everyone where the second thread warden and I have gone. And then right before he casts teleport, last chance, is there anyone you want to come with?
Give me 5 minutes.
I will be here.
And she's going to make her way to the captain's quarters where Lorwryn is sleeping. And she will climb into bed facing Lorwryn and ever so gently wake her up with a kiss.
There's a very clear empty bottle next to the bed where she's laying on her side, and she's kind of just splayed out on her end of the bed. She's been out for a while while you guys were out gallivanting. And she'll just kind of gently sort of like pick her head up and look over at Kalista. Yes. And then she like doesn't quite open her eyes kind of thing. She just kind of like looks through and stuff like that for a moment.
I've gone to go fetch my sister. Are you in a state to join me?
Yes, just let me put my cloak back on, yes. And she'll start to get up, and kind of, since the moors are up a little bit and stuff like that, it's a little woozy at first and things like that, but she's able to kind of get like her cloak and shawl and things like that back on with her. You can kind of see that she's sort of waking up and things like that as she's starting to kind of get fully dressed and stuff. And after just a couple of minutes, not too long or anything like that, she'll look over at Kalista and with sort of reach out her hand and things like that to take her hand.
Kalista will take her hand, and she's icy cold. She has spent the last however many hours on the deck of the ship, outside. She is cold to the touch.
She just kind of looks at her and she's like, You didn't go to the Virtue?
No, I had business to attend to. Speaking of, Kaldian is waiting.
Yes. She kind of nods along. Yes. Let us go. And she can see that she's kind of steeling herself against this very difficult conversation that's about to happen.
And she will lead Lorwryn back to the deck to where Kaldian was waiting.
Right after Kalista left, Kaldian would send a sending message to his cousin. Cousin, I am en route to Hygale. We need the cleric of Saloon. Let me know if you are there, and I'll come say hi.
When she responds, even her telepathic voice sounds tired. We have not arrived yet. Which cleric is this? Give me a name, and I can have word sent on ahead to have her prepared. When will you be arriving?
He'll use another scroll. Teleporting now. It is the cleric of Saluna. Saren, the second Thread Warden sister. She is needed.
I trust your judgment as ever, Kaldian. Thank you for everything. I'm glad to hear from you. I was worried.
Then he'll stuff the other spell scrolls away. And a little bit of fog will start rolling out from him. And that's when Kalista and Lorwryn will show up. Are you both ready?
She just kind of nods her head along, yeah.
All right. He looks Kalista in the eye. as you cast teleport towards High-Gale's, one of their teleport circles.
The Weaveminders certainly keep a teleportation circle. And even if you, for some reason, did not know the particular coordinates for this circle, the second Thread Warden certainly would. You will disappear. And when you step back through the fog, you find yourself in a room illuminated with enchanted lanterns and torches and lights, and there are illusions of stars all around the ceiling of this room. And they seem to be moving incredibly quickly. This room is currently empty. It is very early in the morning.
Kalista wastes no time. She doesn't appreciate the architecture. She doesn't appreciate the beauty of this room or that spell. She just heads straight towards her rooms.
The sounds of 3 sets of boot prints just echoing through the halls here.
When they land in the teleportation circle, she fights as best as she can, but she throws up a little bit before we get going. Part drink, part nerves.
Someone else will deal with that eventually.
Yeah, no, she pays it absolutely no mind, and hustles after Kalista as fast as she can.
You know the hallways here better than the back of your hand, better than your tattoos that adorn your skin, Kalista, and before too long, you stand outside of your own bedroom door. There is a faint orange light that comes from underneath the door frame that you noticed when you scried on her that she had a fire going, though it looks like at some point she added another log.
I will be back shortly. If you don't mind giving me a minute.
Of course, Thread Warden.
Yes.
Come if I call for you.
Before she leaves, she'll take her hand and just squeeze it. Just to kind of reassuringly give it a squeeze. And she'll feel the ring on her finger as she does it. And just give her a look. She doesn't say anything. She just kind of gives her a look that, she'll be here for her if she needs it.
Just before you squeeze her hand, she pulls away. And she will enter the room and close the door.
Your room, the most important parts of your room to you, or rather, what Saren would have assumed were the most important parts of the room to you, are largely exactly how you left it. Even things that were left out of place are still there. Your chair at your desk, still at the exact angle that it was. But you see that cot. You see in here that you didn't quite pay attention to before. There are several items of clothing, robes in like a hamper here that are soot-stained, bloody. There is a bag that hangs from the back of your door that is not yours, that is overflowing with medical supplies. And do you step in here quietly?
Kalista steps in and steps out of her slippers so she can move near silently, and spends a few minutes prestidigitating the robes, reorganizing the bag, straightening the papers on her desk, doing any little thing she can find in this room to buy her a minute of time. I'm assuming Saren is asleep now?
She has, it looks like, found a little bit of rest. And as you're by your desk, which your seat looks out one of the many glorious windows here, you see through the illumination of the moonlight here and through the occasional lights on the street, the destruction. You can't look anywhere and not see it. And you can see in the streets here tent cities, essentially, that have popped up as people have lost their homes, as thousands of residents of the low terrace were suddenly teleported here to a city that could not currently even house its remaining population, let alone thousands more. You see the fires of those small refugee encampments, and you see the city that you have lived in over 100 years in ruins. Not all of it. Not even close to all of it. But so much. You recognize neighborhoods that you visited, and there's nothing left. Rubble from airships you can still see on the top of some buildings where they have crashed, impacted.
She will pull the pages, the ledgers that had the names of the fallen on them, and place them on the top of the desk before sitting next to the bed, to the cot. And ever so gently placing her hand on Saren's shoulder. Saren?
She startles. You've woken her before. She's never really had that. She's not been the type of person who wakes in a fit of fear, but as you touch her and say her name, she recoils and looks at you, her eyes wide, and you see rings under your sister's eyes. She looks a little gaunter even in just the 3 nights that it's been.
I'm sorry, I should have...
And she, as she realizes who you are, she just starts to hyperventilate and crashes into you, hugging you and crying. Thanks, Loon, you're okay. What are you doing here?
She doesn't hug Saren back. She almost kind of shrinks in on herself a little bit.
She, before you even get to respond, as you shrink into yourself, she takes her hands and she puts them on the side of your face. And she, again, looks at you with these hollow eyes welling with tears that, as she takes in your countenance and sees the weight of those last 3 nights on you, she begins to cry more. And just starts to brush your hair back.
Saren, please. Do not comfort me right now.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Aside from everything.
Wrath and pride are no more. We have bested them, which I'm sure you've been informed, and we have a way to rid us of Glasio as well.
That sounds like good news.
Without violence.
Even better. Why do you look like... Tell me, what's wrong? I can help.
She wants you. She wants you. She wants what she tasted that night.
Taste? What are you talking about, Kalista? And you remember, you erased her memory of that occurrence.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done this in the first place, but I didn't know what else to do. And she's going to gently kiss Saren on the forehead and return those memories to her, casting Modify Memory again.
She rocks back. Was that real?
Yes. I can't ask you to make a decision without you being fully informed.
The one that was inside my mind. She's the one who wants me.
Yes.
And
but
if I say yes, what happens?
You will lose yourself. You would be better off dead.
What happens to Ivor if I say yes or if I say no?
Both will have the same result. If you say no, we have a second option, but I will not tell you until you have made your choice, because I refuse to sway your choice. I refuse to sway your decision.
Could you make me... This is your choice here, persuasion or deception. Because you're withholding something, there's the deception possibility here too.
I am going to use persuasion. 15.
She rolled a nat 20. She looks at you a while. And then she smiles a little bit. It's faint. Just a small smile touches her lips. You said that you wouldn't let me make a choice that I couldn't make the choice if I wasn't informed. So I can't make it if you're holding something back from me. Tell me. Please, Kalista. Please just trust me.
If it is not you, it's me. If she does not take you, she will eventually take me.
And after she takes one of us, what was the deal?
She will go home. She will leave.
And if I say no, and she takes you, the same thing that would happen to me would happen to you, right?
Eventually, yes.
Okay. Can you give me just 10 minutes? I'll be right back. Okay?
Yeah.
The door opens. Lorwryn and Kaldian, you see Saren, whom one of you knows. Her face is red from tears, hollow from stress and grief. And she walks right past you all. And with the door open, you just see Kalista inside.
Kalista's just sitting, looking out the window.
Cal's gonna touch a hand onto Lorwryn and look towards Kalista. And Cal's gonna look towards Saren and start slowly following after her.
Lorwryn will walk into the room for just a few. And she notices Kalista probably not even like look at her or anything like that with it. She's still just kind of looking out. She is trying to protect you.
You shouldn't have to.
There is always another way.
Not one without loss, Lorwryn.
No, not without loss. Probably not without heavy loss.
No matter what happens, I'm going to lose someone I love tonight. And I'd rather it was just me.
Kalista can't see it, but Lorwryn will wince at that. Then don't give her the choice.
Okay, Kaldian. Let's just go back.
As you say that, we follow Kaldian down the hall. You follow slowly behind, and yet after 2 turns, Kaldian, you see Saren. She's holding her knees up to her chest, slumped against a wall in this hallway, crying.
Cal watches for just a second and then meanders up and slides down next to her.
She very clearly notices you, but doesn't put on any pretense of stopping.
And he reaches for her hands so that he's holding them.
She lets you take them, pulling them back occasionally to wipe tears from her face.
I am so sorry.
I can't let her have my sister. I can't do that. Kalista, we haven't been the closest the last few years, but she always looked out for me. She's my big sister. And if I say no, then
if you say no, Kalista will say yes.
I can't do that. I can't do that. How can I live knowing that? And that was my fault. That if I had said one word different, my sister wouldn't be with her.
None of this is anyone's fault.
If I say no, it's mine. If I say no, it's mine. That's my fault. If I say no. That's my fault if she... And then she looks like she recognizes you for the first time. Don't I recognize you? Your face. But then she sees the holy symbol around your neck, and that draws her attention. Can you do something for me? There are so many people here in Highgale that need help. I've been doing everything I could. Can Can you please help make sure that they're okay? That they're all right?
That is the least I could do.
When we go back, can you make it sound like I was not doing this?
Is that all you need me to do? It's not fair what is happening.
No, it isn't.
Saren, have you heard from Saloon directly in the last couple days?
I'm not sure if I've ever heard from her directly. How are we ever really to know? But I feel her. And I know that this is what she would want me to do too. Here I can help hundreds. If I do this, maybe thousands. And one in particular.
One in particular, but have faith. Even in the darkest of nights, there is always room for a little light, no matter how long it takes.
I think I'm ready.
During this conversation, I cast telepathy. I leave the room, as Kalista has asked, to chase after. I cast telepathy. And it cast telepathy on Saren. And in her head, as she's hearing this part of her side of the conversation about, I've helped so many, she hears the words, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. One soul to save thousands.
You hear one sentence in response. I only needed it to save one.
But she is to do the same.
As you say this, unbeknownst to Cal that this is happening, right at the moment that she said, I think I'm ready, she her posture straightens a little bit and her face gets a little steely. I'm ready, let's go. And she stands up and hustles. She only walked a couple dozen meters away. Doesn't take long to get back. And she walks into the room, and Kalista, when you see her, you know her answer before she says it. Can you do one thing for me, Kalista?
Anything?
You gave me those memories back so that I could make my choice informed. I've made my choice. I'll go. I'll do it. But can you take those memories away? I don't want them I don't want them.
Yes. I can do that. And she will step up to Saren and cast Modify Memory again. She's going to take away everything from the moment she stepped in this room until now.
Yep.
As if she just walked through this door and Saren had been awake, expecting her.
And Saren was willing, did not resist this spell. And so as you remove memory of everything that occurred within the last 20 minutes, she sees you, Kalista, and hugs you in her arms. I was so worried. I'm so glad that you're okay.
This time she is going to hug her back. And she's just going to hold her as tight as her 3 strength can do.
And she takes your face in her hands and she looks at you and tears well up in her eyes, and she pushes your hair behind your ear and wipes tears away that she doesn't know why they're there.
Lorwryn holds Cal back.
What are you doing here?
We had to run an errand for the queen, and I just wanted to see you. I needed to see you, my heart.
I've been so worried about you. Do you have long?
No. Unfortunately, no. You are doing so well here.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. It's so awful out there, Kalista. There's so many people, and then more from the Valahim showed up, and
I know.
We don't have enough.
I will do what I can to send more help. And hopefully not cause more destruction. Please, be safe. Be careful.
Kalista, wait. What's wrong? Well, aside from everything.
This is likely our last goodbye.
No.
And
why? Tell me what's going on. I can help. Please.
I've died 3 times in the last 3 days.
Well, you're looking pretty good for it, for what it's worth.
I highly doubt I will walk through these doors again. And for that, I'm sorry.
Don't say that. Don't say that. No, you have to come back. You will. You will come back. I believe that.
Just know that whatever happens, I will always carry you with me, Saren.
She sees the determination in your eyes behind the tears, and she knows her older sister. She knows when you can't be coerced or talked out of something. And even though she's only had a couple minutes with you, she hugs you so tight. And she gives you a kiss on the forehead. And then she looks at your cheek. What's this?
It's a long story.
Well, then you better get back to tell me, okay? If you've survived dying 3 times, you can... If dying didn't kill you, what can?
Farewell, Saren.
I'll see you soon.
I love you.
I love you. Come back. Okay.
And without another word, she's gonna turn and she's gonna walk away.
You turn and leave. Close the door behind you.
You two follow me. We're going someplace quiet.
No, we are going back to the ship. With haste.
My staff needs to recharge until the morning.
Then take my hand.
You give me like 5 minutes. I actually do need to go get something besides talk about what just happened.
Yes. Go. Come back as quick as you can.
He'll put a hand on Kalista's shoulder. just a somber look in his eyes. And he'll take off towards the old High Cleric of Kelemvor's chambers.
That's going to be a little bit of a trek. You're currently in the Tower of the Weave Minders, and you would have to go back to the Temple District. So that's going to be like a 40-minute round trip.
Can you guys wait till like 40 minutes? Maybe just walk with me. Walk with me.
I think Kalista, when she knows where you're going, she will follow you. She's not waiting in the hallway for 40 minutes.
It's raining outside at the moment, and you pass constant signs of destruction. Loss of life, loss of homes, people sleeping in the streets. Everyone that you pass, whether they be awake or asleep, looks filthy, bedraggled. Some still wearing the same clothes that they must have been wearing during the assault. You even, as you're walking, recognize, at least two of you, just vaguely recognize a face of a family that looks like they might have been from the low terrace. And eventually, you enter the Temple District. You see the Tower of Bells that has now gotten wooden beams supporting and propping certain sections up until the full repair can begin, but that is a long, long way down the current list of priorities for Windward and Highgale. And it is the early AM hours, the sky growing a little bit brighter at this point by the time you arrive where you were heading, which, as you said, Kaldian, was to find the quarters of the priest of Kelemvor, or at least the Highgale's head priest. There are a few acolytes milling about that you're able to inquire, and they direct you there, though they inform you that the high priest has not been seen since Zariel's assault.
We are almost there. Apologies for the delay, but I think we're going to need what the old cleric had. Please come in. And when we get to the door, he'll push it open and invite them in, and then close the door. And then he's going to be looking for a small box, about a foot long.
Make me an investigation check.
I have a +0, but I rolled a nat 20.
I would say that you are pretty quickly able to look in here, and this particular high priest had a lot of skills and was a delightful human being, I am sure. However, hiding things, not high on his list of abilities. So you just see a very obvious set of like scratch marks, pry marks along some of the wooden boards where something could be stashed away.
He'll pull the boards up and pull out something wrapped in cloth. He'll stow it away, and then he'll look back at those two. And then back at Kalista.
When he looks back at Kalista, she's currently searching through the High Priest's drawers in his desk, looking for any sort of alcohol that he might have.
Apparently the High Priest of Kelemvor here was a fan of gin, as you find a half-open bottle. Or half-empty bottle. Fully open, half-empty.
She's just drinking straight from that bottle.
He'll just kind of watch you for a second as you start chugging.
Pounding it back.
One thing I will say that all of you notice. Kaldian, you clock it immediately with your 20. This room already looks like it's been a little rifled through. And on your way here, despite the chaos that has occurred at Highgale, you saw very, very little indication of the city guard.
The state of the city is... They're barely going to last the next couple of days. Are you sure you want to do this, Kalista?
My choice is made. And the deal has been struck.
What about your sister's choice?
It has been made as well.
He'll just kind of look at Lorwryn.
She looks down and off to the side when he looks over to her.
Well, I suppose it's not a perfect world. And none of us... We're doing the best we can. I'm sorry you had to make that decision.
You have no idea the things we have been through already. How much we have already lost. How much we have yet to lose.
That doesn't matter, Lorwryn. He is now here, and he will dip his toes in, and he will drown like the rest of us.
God damn.
But we are not drowning. Our heads are above water.
Is that what is happening?
I refuse to have another soul damned to the hells because of me. I can't have Sarah enjoying Jaeger down there. I cannot have another innocent soul be ripped apart for centuries because of me.
It's not because of you.
Is it not?
No.
I made the deal. I wear her fucking lips on my face. Is this not because of me?
No. She creates impossible situations as her fucking calling card. That is how she got where she was. She took it. That is why Asmodeus is worried about her. Because if she is weakened, there is 15 others that are ready to take her spot.
And if she is weakened, we lose Shen. Or Zhou. And I lose another soul to the fucking hells. You may not agree with my choice, Lorwryn. But I stand by it. Now bring us back to the ship.
She looks over at Kaldian, expectantly. There's a very cold look on her face. This is business now.
And what interest does your mother have in these weakened devils? I don't necessarily believe you are here of your own goodwill.
Goodwill is something I lost a long time ago when I died for the second time.
So what's keeping you here?
My penance. The more of them that are weakened, the less they worry about my time. They worry about my world. The less they creep into the demon web pits, the less I have to worry about my god becoming a problem. Because my god, and for one time only, your god, are the only ones that have done any goddamn thing in this conflict.
He kind of scowls a bit, reaches for the back memories of his mind, and he's trying to think, he's trying to remember, since these devils have announced that they are coming here, what have the gods done? Without being asked.
I think that very much depends on your level of faith. To the faithful, so much of what happens is their act, their will. To those with less faith, maybe they never intervene. How are you to know? What is a simple breeze and what is the wind caused by the movement of a god? The feeling is the same. You know of one instance, and it was your imploring Kalambor. It's the only one you know of. But you are also a man of extreme faith. So it's possible that you might believe even your presence here, the fact that all of these people are here right now to fight this, is their action. I can't tell you what you believe.
Just that little bit of questioning he pushes from his mind quickly and looks back at Lorwryn. I suppose right now all we can do is go back to the ship.
Then take my hand. If you're ready, we will go back to the ship.
As we see the three of you take hands, the incantation beginning, the camera beats you there a little bit. Korrin and Zhou. This has taken, well, it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours that they're gone.
I'm setting a table for the ones who are not here right now. Because I walked into the captain's quarters, they're not here. Well, he's going to put out Lorwryn's and Kalista's favorite meal in the captain's quarters. It's out there. And it's just walking around passing out food to everyone else who's here. Who were drinking and didn't get a chance to eat. So just taking care of everything.
The people who are awake right now, because at this point, it's like 3, 4 a.m., it's a pretty skeleton crew, but those people who are on duty right now are very appreciative of more of the delicious food that they got a taste of back at the Blaze of Virtue, and certainly beats the hardtack and the food that is kept on an airship, so they are grateful to have a high-quality cook here. Zhou, what would you be up to?
Camera pans from Korrin being such a good human, or good dragon being, serving others, to Kaldian's room. And inside Kaldian's room, Zhou is passed out on his bed. There is scales on the table that on one side is a mound of saloon sugar, and on the other are copper pieces weighing out like how much of one or the other. There is lines of saloon booger sugar, some done, some seemingly not done.
And you acquired some of the saloon snow from the... There was a sailor who was that had a little bit on his nose.
He saw him with something on his nose. He went into his room, robbed him of his booger sugar, and went and there's also like bottles strewn about. And Zhou is wearing nothing but his 3 magical items, and somewhat covered up is his like a little underwear piece. It's loosely on. And he is far too large for Kaldian's bed. And also Kaldian's, he's just sort of like pilfered through Kaldian's, like there's scroll paper that's normally very expensive scroll paper used for creating these magical scrolls. He's rolled one up and put something inside. One of them smoked, one of them isn't. He was expecting company. So one of them is still just available, and he is just...
Lorwryn, where on the ship would you be focusing on?
I mean, she would get back to the captain's quarters. That's the place that she knows
Captain's
the most.
quarters? Cool. So, Korrin, as you are, like, finishing setting the table...
Wow. You all weren't here, and so figured you need to eat. I don't know where sniffs in the air. Oh well. That's not a problem for me. You two didn't eat, so I wanted to make sure that you guys ate. There, you can enjoy it. And kind of looks at Kalista and walks away.
Kalista does not meet her gaze, doesn't even lift her head. Kaldian, do you mind giving us some privacy?
Of course, Second Thread Warden. I'll go talk to Korrin.
I'm sorry.
Cannot lose you. But I understand why you don't want to sacrifice your sister either.
You haven't lost me yet. I'm right here.
I know what happens next, though.
But to live for the promise of an afterlife is not living at all.
No. Everything and everyone I have ever loved has left me. My family, my friends, my life prior to the web. My sisters got the same chance to make a choice as yours did. I've lost everything in this life.
No. You haven't lost everything. I am right here. And it doesn't matter if Glazio piggybacks on my mind and my soul. By the deal, I'm not dead. So live here. Live now with me. Who cares if my soul ends up in hell or the web pits when we are sitting inches apart right now? When we are alive, right now.
You have never been good enough. I have always been told I was never worthy of love. Until I met you.
Lista's going to stand up. And then she is going to untie her robe. Then prove you are worthy of love. Right now.
Lorwryn will grab her by the cheek and pull her in and kiss her. Passionately. Lovingly. Quickly and slowly at the same time.
Kaldian, you were walking after Korrin.
He'll catch up to her after a bit. Lady Korrin.
Yeah? Where'd you guys go to?
We went to go get Kalista's sister.
I know I might not be the brightest, but there's 3 of y'all. And with that makes 4.
Well, I will give you 4 guesses as to what Kalista did.
That is a total of more than 4 things that I could think that she could have done. You just tell me and go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off.
She modified her memory. Kalista made the decision for her. Glazia is getting Kalista.
So that's the plan.
So that's the plan.
Where we're at, you know that the sky is cold and the air is cold and everything, but it starts to get uncomfortably warm where you are right now.
He's gonna feel that warmth and recognize it and step a little closer. Put his hand on Korrin's arm. I don't like it any more than any of us do. None of this should be happening, but it is. And we're all just doing the best we can. And it's not over yet. She's still here. There's still a little bit of hope.
This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. That fucking bitch. So there's no way we can stop this, right? Like, we're locked into this, right? Don't lie to me. I broke bread with you, and I've shared my home with you.
Wouldn't dream of it. But right now, we are between a rock and a hard place.
Then you cleave the rock in half and call it a day, and move through it.
But then those rock pieces hit others not intended. Kalista is a mind of absolutes. She knows the outcome. I can't say I would have made any different decision. I know you wouldn't have after...
Listen. You could say Modify Memory is her favorite spell. She uses it a lot. That's... As much as I can't stand that bitch. We were friends at one time, you know that?
Is that what all those pictures in your bar and inn were? Times of friendship.
Some of the best moments of my life. Ruined. Fuck this. I hate this. Cal, I have a question for you.
Anything.
You do believe your God will be there for you, right?
Not just me, for all of Ivor. Yes.
Pray to him. Pray to him for whatever you need. For whoever you need it for. But more or less for us. For this group. Because, to be honest, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, a part of me's like kinda happy that she's going instead of her sister. But there's a part of me that doesn't want to lose my friend.
It's an extremely hard place to be, Korrin.
Been here more times than I can count.
Would you like to ask with me? When I pray, would you like to be there?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that. If you'll have me.
Would love to.
Where do you usually pray at, by the way?
Chuckles. You really don't need a place. Just somewhere quiet. Somewhere you can let your thoughts flow freely. Probably far away from Zhou, wherever he is.
Yes. Yep, that'll be a good thing to not be where he is at this moment.
If you want, we could do it in my quarters.
No, that feels a little bit more intimate than it needs to be. As much as adventurous gal I am, you're pretty much spoken for someone else. She's really nice, by the way. You gotta just find her interest and start talking about those. She likes swords a lot, so if you want an easy in, an icebreaker.
Are you talking about Val?
Yes, I am talking about Val. See the way you look at each other? It's kind of cute. You ain't gotta be flustered.
There's only 2 days left until there's a full-scale invasion, so what's there to be flustered about?
Correct! So live your life as you can.
Korrin, I wish I would have stumbled across you a long time ago.
I would have broke you in half.
Not what I meant. Let's go find someplace free.
All right.
Okay. As you head off to do this, would this be a mechanical type of prayer, like a spell, or would this just be praying?
I think to start, Cal would go through just one of the standard Kellenvor prayers. And then after that, probably cast a commune.
Okay. As you begin the process for casting this, Kalista and Lorwryn, eventually, I would imagine the two of you will need to sleep. Zhou already having fallen asleep some time ago, and Val having to head off to do the same. Kalista?
After their act, Kalista will just curl up with her.
Their act is cute. That's so cute. That's such a...
I'm not you, Cory. I have tact.
Their act.
After their act.
After their courtship.
Yes, after the courtship.
Congress.
Kalista is going to just kind of curl up in Lorwryn's arms. And she is a mess. She has definitely
I bet she is.
Kalista's definitely been crying a little bit, especially like after everything, and she's just clutching on to Lorwryn. Not really saying anything, just holding on to her.
And Lorwryn is kind of... She's got Kalista just kind of nuzzled in on her chest and just kind of holding her. And after a while, it's a very long while, but she just kind of whispers to her. She's like, I have done some terrible things. But this is not redemption. It's grace. Something never afforded to me. I love you.
I think I might love you too.
And she'll just kind of like lean over and give her just a forehead kiss. Very gentle. As they lay there for a while and I imagine eventually fall asleep.
Eventually find rest, whether it be sleep or trance.
Yeah, our version.
Lorwryn and Kalista eventually find sleep, or their version thereof. Val does the same. Zhou, already there. The four of you dream. You find yourselves in a space that is almost entirely obscured by shadow beyond 20 feet or so. What you can see of this oddly warm room is that it appears to be carved entirely from ice. The decorations and filigrees that you can see here through the shadow look damp and sagging. There are a few puddles on the floor. And the four of you can just barely make out a hint of movement in the shroud just beyond your vision. You can't see the silhouette of the figure, but you can see their eyes, beaming white. And as they speak, you can see their gleaming white teeth.
Welcome to Cameo. May I offer you for a drink? would love one.
And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Oh, fuck you. God damn it.
Can't Kalista just have a fucking nap? Like,
No.
seriously?
No. Absolutely not. Not allowed.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review, a comment, and share with your friends. Want to support the podcast and get some behind-the-scenes content and some extra goodies? Check out Go Buff Yourself on Patreon. Lords of Sin is Cory J. Phillips as Zhou, Danielle Phillips as Valkerie, TheMalloMan as Lorwryn, Aaron as Kaldian, Matty as Kalista, Mav as Korrin, and Ethan as all the other stuff. Sound design and editing also by Ethan.